Hey, what's up, guys? We're at Heart of the Game right now, and who do we have right here?
Jacob.
All right, we have Jacob from Heart of the Game, and this is the Crystal Beast pilot that has been featured on the channel and Where's Kill channel quite often. Definitely have a lot of requests for this deck, so I've been wanting to get this. Plus, there's a new format coming up, so I'd like to get some questions on that. But before that, do you have any shoutouts?
Nope.
All right, let's get into it. 40 card deck?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So starting off, pretty standard. We've got 3 Pegasus.
Of course. Is this the Overdrive variant too?
Yes, this is the Overdrive variant.
Okay, great.
So then we have 2 Carbuncle. It's actually not bad to have Carbuncle in your hand anymore because with Golden Rule it is full combo. So 2 is probably the best number. You could cut it down to 1, but that's up to you. Then we've got 2 Zenith and 2 Rainbow Dragon. One Rainbow Dragon. Oh, sorry.
So you can finish. I'm sorry.
So 2 Zenith for 2 Rainbow Dragon, 1 for each, just because Zenith is your only way to get to Rainbow Dragon, and if you draw a Rainbow Dragon, you cannot activate Zenith because there's a required search.
Sounds good. That's what I was going to ask, because I know some builds run 1, but I think 2 you probably have to.
Yeah. Then we've got all the standard Crystal Beast names.
1 of each?
Yep, 1 of each.
You like that ratio? No more, no less?
No more, no less. I mean, any more and you're bricking more, any less and you can't even summon Rainbow Dragon. Then we've got 3 Bond, still standard, and then 3 Golden Rule, which is obviously the new support for the deck, which makes it so much more consistent. Because even if you don't have it with Carbuncle, it can still translate to 3 names.
Yeah. So the combo's Golden Rule plus basically any into Carbuncle, right?
Yeah, Golden Rule. Yeah, Golden Rule. Any way to get to special summon Carbuncle. So like, then obviously we got the standards, and then this, because this can be used to special summon Carbuncle from deck if you control Rainbow Dragon, or in the hand. And this is another search tool, a bounce, extra summon, just phenomenal card for the deck. And then we run 1 of Beacon and 1 of Miracle.
How do you like the Beacon?
Beacon has been phenomenal because Beacon actually allows you to play through Droll all the time.
Best card in the deck.
Sir.
Best card in the deck. Don't sleep on it.
He's a fighter.
He's a tiger. Do you have eyes?
Because if you Golden Rule without Carbuncle to get names in the Spell Trap Card Zone, you can then use Beacon to summon Carbuncle to summon those names in the Spell Trap Card Zone. It's just good, and it's the same with Miracle. There's so many searchers, you only need to run 1.
Did you find yourself missing any crystal spell traps not in the lineup?
No, honestly, not at all.
Yeah.
A lot of the other ones are pretty gimmicky, and it's kind of hard, unless you want it. Like Conclave would be the biggest one, but a lot of the time, sometimes you won't even have another Crystal Beast on field to even activate Conclave, because that's why, like even with Miracle, you only search it if you can leave a name on field.
Fair enough.
Then for some of the staple cards, we got Foolish. Foolish is just generically insane, and it can also, if you draw Golden Rule and Foolish, you can Foolish the Carbuncle and Golden Rule for Carbuncle from the grave.
Ooh.
And if you have the standard combo with these 2, you can Foolish for the final name, just in case you get into anything a little sticky. Then we've got Called By and Crossout. Crossout can be substituted, or you could run more of Crossouts.
What do you ideally want to be cross-outing with this? So just your hand trap package you're about to show us?
The hand trap package, and then typically you have Nibiru's on the side as well. Nibiru is another phenomenal target. And you also want Dark Rules on your side. You could even main deck Dark Ruler. I think there's definitely an argument to main deck it instead of some of these hand traps. Or if you want to cut maybe some crossouts you have or the Call By if you're confident enough. Or even Miracle, because you don't really need a Miracle for Overdrive, but it is nice protection.
Yeah. Would you ever run Tactics or anything like that in the deck, or do you not really like it?
Unless So Tactics is nice, and so is Prosby. Tactics and Prosby are phenomenal fits in here. The biggest problem I find with stuff like that is there's not much to cut to add those cards. Because it's like, another good cut is if you wanted to cut 2 of these.
Yeah.
You know? But then if you draw into one, you can't do the combo. So ultimately, you can definitely do it, because you could even, like, one of these is a good cut. Again, you really can cut a carbuncle too.
Yeah.
So you can make room for them, but it's really up to your preference, how you're seeing how the deck is playing.
It's a pretty tight main deck fit, right? It's hard
if you want to keep it under 40, or at 40 cards.
And you'd recommend that, probably,
I
yeah.
would very much recommend that, just because it's, even with Golden Rule, it can still be bricky. So I do think that this is probably the best way to play it.
Yeah, and like going forward with the next meta, like you said, you could see yourself like mating like Dark Ruler, maybe some board breakers.
Yes, definitely, because Nibiru, especially 2, you could fit in one. Like if you run more crossouts, you can fill in one Nibiru in the main, so you can cross out Nibiru.
Yep.
Stuff like that. If we go on extra deck.
Sure, we'll do the extra deck.
So these are standard. Obviously, the main focus of the deck is to get these out. I run 2, just because when you get one out, if you activate this effect to shuffle it back, shuffle all cards on field back, and then get the banished back on field, you can summon another one quite easily. So, and what I recommend, if you have Overdrive on field, a lot of the times, even if it's early, I'd recommend activating Overdrive, because if you don't, and Overdrive's gone, you have 0 follow-up, because pretty much every single name is banished, and you don't have any generic powerful stuff to really get out and push for game.
That's a good point.
Then we've got Paduska, just in case.
The GOAT.
Underworld Goddess, just because it's so easy for this deck to swarm the field, so if you have a hard time outing something, pretty much Golden Rule, Carbuncle, anything, almost anything gets you 4 bodies for Goddess.
Yeah, it's really good against Unchained.
Cherubini is essential for the deck, because what you want to be doing is, through various means, you want to get... Typically, you'll have Carbuncle out from whatever you're doing, and then you want to use Zenith when you search your Rainbow Dragon to get out another 3 to activate Cherubini and send the final 3, whichever one you don't have.
Nice.
Then, we got Appaloosa for the end board, IP for the end board. Dweller and IP can be interchangeable. You have to be careful with Dweller though, because if you make Dweller, I'd recommend making Dweller if you have repeat names like 2 Pegasus on field, because, or Pegasus and another 4 if you already have Pegasus and Grave, because if you use it with 2 names like these 2, you can detach one during your turn to get in the grave, but then the other one won't be in grave for your Rainbow Dragon.
Oh, that's a good point.
So you gotta be careful with that. Then we have Dugaris. It's very easy to get 2 4s out, just in case you need to draw, unbrick your hand, and then if you don't have any other means to get to a Crystal Beast card, typically, you, through your mainline combo, you make Dugaris with 2 Pegasus. You detach the 2 Pegasus, and then summon one of the Pegasus back to get the final name of your Spelltrap card zone.
That's cool. Very integral.
Then we have Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep's another funny little thing. So you'll notice throughout your combo, eventually when you start to get stuff out, you'll be able to get a Rainbow Dragon out and everything. You want to make sure you have your Cross Sheep spots open, because you'll still have Crystal Beast in your Spell Trap card zone. When you tribute over your Rainbow Dragon for this card, tribute it to the Cross Sheep zone. Cross Sheep, summon back.
Oh, that's so cool.
To bring more back so you can end on Appaloosa, IP, Dweller.
That's crazy extension. Yeah, wow.
So that's what you want to be doing with that. And then Saryuja is phenomenal just because draw power is insane. To get to your one-ofs if you can't search it, to get to more extenders if you need them. And I've used Saryuja several times. As unlucky as I am, I've done it to both my Rainbow Dragons.
Oh my gosh.
So you can still get out 4 names with the standard Golden Rule Carbuncle combo. Go into Saryuja, shuffle one of them back, probably both. So then you can use your Zenith.
Got it.
Wait, hear me out.
Then we've got Zelantis. Zelantis is a funny little tool if you have to go into Saryuja. Because if you go into Saryuja and have either a Carbuncle or a Pegasus still on field, when Zelantis summons back, these guys aren't once per turn because, you know, old cards. So if you summon either one of them back, you can activate those effects to keep extending.
Nice. And just break a board, yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got Unicorn for the IP target or just general use. And then we have the Zeus, just in case you ever need that thing.
Very nice. Do you find yourself like, I mean, I think the Dweller really does cover the Unchained matchup, but is there anything you would maybe cut or add with the extra deck, or is that pretty much like how you like to run it right now?
Extra deck is pretty tight. Honestly, if you find yourself not needing the Zeus, you could definitely cut the Zeus for something, or if you think you can still win without follow-up, you can definitely cut the second Overdrive. Same thing with the Babushka, honestly. These 3 cards are pretty much preference.
Yeah.
The ones that are integral to the combo are Cross Sheep, Gara's, Cherubini, and obviously these 2. These 5 cards you need for the combo.
Okay. So yeah, this gives a lot of people options for what they might want to be building going forward then. Do you have a side deck or not really right now for this deck?
Not really for this deck, as I use a lot of these cards in my other decks, but...
Do you have any recommendations then maybe for a side deck?
I brought some from my other deck. I keep Conclave, just in case. I keep a Ghost Bell for cross out, and then I run 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Nibiru.
Nice.
And then Book has felt fantastic recently, and then honestly, I like keeping 2 Lightning Storm Feather Duster.
The classic. It's so good right now.
Especially with Rescue Ace.
Oh my god. Yeah, all day.
It's almost an instant win.
Yep.
It's fantastic. So that, and then you can do other stuff with your side deck. Whatever your side deck is pretty open to preference, because you don't really need anything in your side deck. There's not like any text you can really do with a side deck by bringing something in. So other than that, you could side into Conclave Control. You can,
oh really? That's a cool idea.
Yeah, you could like go first with Overdrive combo, and then the second game you could just go Conclave, just completely
mess up their sides and everything. Yeah.
Totally like blind second, something like that. You know, just go right into Conclave. They probably won't see it coming. So
very nice. Yeah, great. I guess we'll just leave it at that. If you guys would like to see maybe a combo on this, leave a comment below. But thank you very much for coming on and showing off your deck, and have a good day.